I don't think the Ori were a particularly good villain for Stargate. Let's talk about that. Welcome to SciTrek, your sci-fi TV and movie channel. The Ori, superpowered ascended beings with powers beyond your imagination, being the main protagonist for seasons 9 and 10 of Stargate SG1. But I don't think they're actually that great. I've got a few reasons why the Ori storyline actually didn't make that much sense, and why they weren't really a great villain. Okay, so let's lay down some ground rules. Let's establish what the Ori actually are. They are what the ancients essentially used to be. They are part of the same society. They are, for all intents and purposes, the same species who have just ascended to a higher plane of existence. They now live on a different plane. They now have superpowers, and they quite possibly have the infinite knowledge of the universe. Now, unlike the ancients of the Milky Way and Pegasus galaxy, the Ori do not have a non-interference policy, meaning that they can basically do whatever they want within their own galaxy. Okay, so we first see the Ori in Season 9 of Stargate SG1, where they use the communication stones and inadvertently transport themselves to a galaxy occupied by the Ori. Daniel Jackson and Vala inhabit the bodies of these two unsuspecting people, and they basically find out that there's this whole society centered around the religion of origin. Now, they are in these bodies for a really, really long time, and they are eventually discovered, but they are discovered by the people and the priors, rather than by the Ori themselves. Now, the Ori are supposed to be all-seeing, all-knowing, infinite beings of ascended pure brilliance, but they couldn't detect someone travelling between a galaxy using these little stones to inhabit someone else's body. Like, there has to be some kind of signal between that stone and the one in the Milky Way. So how did they not detect it? How did they not realise that someone from a completely different galaxy was inhabiting one of their own followers' bodies? And why did they never show themselves? We know that they do not follow the non-interference policy like the Ascendant Ancients in our galaxy do, and even they show themselves to us from time to time. But the Ascended Ori never do. The best we get is a big fiery flaming head goes into the docile and speaks through him. If you are a super-powered ascended being, ball of energy, fire-breathing thing, you should be able to at least take human form and, you know, threaten the people rather than using priors. And the whole thing about wanting everyone in the galaxy to worship you so you can get more power just doesn't make any sense. How does me believing in something transfer my energy into you? That makes no sense whatsoever. Now also, this is another reason why the Ori, just as a species, are completely stupid. They use their followers to create ships. They basically gave the information to the docile, who gave it to the priors, who then gave it to the village people, who then became armies and builders, to give them plans to build these giant starships. Now, if you are an ascended being, I don't think it's a reaching statement to assume that you could literally fabricate anything in an instance. We have seen technology from the ancients on our plane of existence where they can fabricate things straight away. They can make it with machinery. Now, if you are an ascended being with all this power of the universe and all this knowledge, you should be able to just go like that and a starship appears. Why did you have to get your followers to do it? If you were a godlike being with all this power, surely you would want to demonstrate that to your followers, because if somehow the transference of my belief in you makes you more powerful, then you coming down, showing your face to me, saying, "Hello, I am your god," and going, boom, starship, that would make me believe in you a little bit more. That would make me believe in you a hell of a lot. Also, I don't think it is sustainable for you as a benevolent god. You know, you are an ascended being who has all this power, to rule with fear. Like, you want people to believe in you because you want them to believe you are their gods and that you created them, which you may very well have done. You may have seeded the galaxy with human life. That's what the ancients did in our galaxy, but we don't think of them as gods. If you want them to believe you are a god, show yourself to them, perform some miracles, don't get the priors to do it, because surely they're going to be worshipping the priors rather than worshipping the Ori. That's something I never understood. Surely the people of the Ori galaxy were just worshipping them and not the actual Ori themselves. And finally, my final point I want to make on the Ori, and how stupid the whole storyline was, is the fact that when you ascend, you go to a higher plane of existence. Now, I never assumed or never thought that the higher plane of existence also had galaxies. I assumed it was a different realm where, you know, ascended beings could congregate and do whatever ascended beings do. I didn't think there were borders, and that is very much what is suggested with the Ori storyline. Our ancients protected us from them and shielded our existence because they weren't in our galaxy. So essentially there is a ascended realm in the Milky Way, there is another one in the Ori galaxy, and there will probably be others popping up all around the universe. And that just doesn't make much sense to me. Surely it would all be one massive thing, and if you do have infinite power, infinite knowledge rather, of the universe, you would just be able to be like, oh yeah, there's some humans over there, let's go and take them over. Like, come on.
Well, I think we can accept here that Matthew doesn't know his elbow from his Ori. So, on Thursday I'm going to be doing my video with my take on the Ori from Stargate SG1. And I think you'll find that you'll be convinced that everything Matthew has just said is a load of twaddle. So I'll see you on Thursday, guys.
Well, do you like the Ori? Yes or no? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you are new to the YouTube channel, hit subscribe and hit the bell notification so you do not miss a single video. And also, whilst you're down there, consider becoming a fully fledged SciTrek member. Hit the join button down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.